I am recording this section after the recording of the main video because today Davinci J15 and me, we found something out in the Ethereum charts indicative for the next move for Bitcoin, which is extremely interesting, especially today. I want to urge you guys, please watch this video until the very end because what we found out today is extremely important for Bitcoin and Ethereum. So sit down, get ready for the video and smash up the like button. Today for the Bitcoin price with Davinci J15, we will be talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum. And if you have been waiting for Bitcoin to finally choose the direction on the macro timeframes, this is the video you do not want to be missing out on, because today we are going to talk about what is going on for Bitcoin and Ethereum and what direction are Bitcoin and Ethereum going to take right now in the immediate short term. We will be talking about all of that with Davinci J15, and unfortunately wearing a red shirt today, but we will talk about that later on. For now, I really want to come to the most important question of today. Davinci J15, how are you doing today, my man?
In the pipe, 5 by 5. Exactly. How you doing, man?
I love your new signature, man. I love it. I'm doing very well. I mean, very interesting things are happening for Bitcoin. I am here in my long position, so I do want to know still here, which I opened at 9,400, by the way, if you, Davinci, think we are going to go up or we are going to go down in the immediate short term. That's very interesting and relevant, not only for me, but obviously for everyone watching out there so far. So I'm very happy that you are back here today on our channel. Everyone was waiting. Everyone was asking for you. So yes, I'm doing well, but now I'm really keen to see your update on Bitcoin and Ethereum.
All right, let's do that. Let's do this, man.
Please, guys, scroll down, smash up the like button if you want to Davinci to continue coming on our channel, and I know you want that. So we need that 4,000 likes here on that video. And now, Davinci, the stage is yours. And yes, as I already said, I can't wait for your update today.
All right, well, man, as you can see, the weekly is rolling over. It doesn't look so good. This round, having another red week, oh, this is not going to be positive if we close another red week on Sunday. So hopefully that doesn't happen, but things are not looking so good as of today on Friday, your day, Thursday night, my time. So hopefully in the future, my future, which is Friday, you will pump the price, right, Chris?
Yes, hopefully.
You're gonna pump the price.
Hopefully.
So let's take a look at the daily. Let's just go down to the 4 hour instead, actually, because you know what, this looks like really bad. We did the same thing, failed another trend line, and now we retested that trend line, and as I said before in our show, I believe it was on our show, that there's somebody here or an institutional. This is an institutional fingerprint, 100% sure of that. They're holding the line here at 11,100, and I'm not sure if they're serious. If they're serious, we're gonna come and test them one more time. And once we test them one more time, probably going to test them another time after that, unfortunately. And so it's going to be kind of scary. But once we finish testing them 2 more times, I think that would be the last time, and then it's off to the races. There is still a possibility, right, that we break out into a W, and hang on, you know what, I'm gonna have to close WhatsApp, sorry.
No problem. Maybe I can just continue a little bit, just for half a minute or so, because I find your TA here very interesting and a little bit also in alignment with what I covered before here with this falling wedge, if everyone remembers in yesterday's video. And as you can see, Bitcoin here perfectly after the rejection went down and perfectly tested here this trend line. Everyone who doubted me 2 days ago probably doesn't doubt me anymore here, because this bounce was pretty much exactly at the trend line. So what Davinci is saying is that this 11,100 100 level. Maybe we are going to test it here a third time, maybe a fourth time. But the bottom line is we have to hold it. In case we are holding it, obviously the likelihood would increase for Bitcoin to finally revert. But if we are going below this threshold of 11.1, Davinci, what do you think is going to happen then? And obviously you talked about that bullish scenario with the W.
Yeah, so right now, if we break the trend, break that 11,100 level, we can expect prices at the 10,824 dollars approximately. Because, yeah, this is a nice perfect AB equals CD, but that will not be the end of it. I think we have to come back and test this trend line, this purple trend line here, which is around the $10,500 level. So we're coming to test that, which is also the resistance point. So once we break the 11,100, you can guarantee that we're going to be at the 10,500 practically.
Yeah, I said something similar. The 10,500 are so important. If you just, we're not doing it now, but if you were to go on the weekly, you saw we had multiple previous resistance points at 10.5. I think in October 2019, February 2020, and another time. So I do agree with you, Davinci. Do you think we are, in case we are going down, we are going to hold this level?
Really, I think that we should hold this level, but because of the CME gap, I wouldn't be surprised if we tried to go all the way to 9,600. All right. Once we bounce from there, it's going to try to roll over and bounce off, try to push through the 10,500 level. And let's see what happens, right? If this person here is smart, he'd move his buy order because he's going to get a fill down here for sure at 10,500.
Yeah.
So if you really be serious about Bitcoins, why not get them for $1,000, like $600 cheaper?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. But and he could hold the line down here, and he could probably have a lot of other people trying to help him hold the line at the 10,500 level.
But on the flip side, you think if we hold the 11.1, we could see a bullish scenario playing out with the W pattern, or?
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, we would have to wait a little while longer because this guy has to be tested like two more times before we actually say, okay, yeah, maybe one more time, but I doubt it. They're gonna test them two more times. So maybe not all the way at 11,000. They'll probably just go, okay, bounce off 11,000 again, okay, and close to 11,000, like 11,200, and then see ya.
Yeah.
And then we're off races.
So we are basically in decision mode. We have some certain thresholds we have to hold. The downside target being 10.5. In case we are breaking it, 9.6, the CME gap, where I'm not the biggest fan of. But however, in case we are breaking out, do you have any target towards the upside? May it be the 12.5 thousand US dollar level just before we are going into Ethereum for anyone who is considering doing a breakout trade or whatever?
Well, first off, you'd have to wait and see if we break out here with some serious volume. We're gonna have to see some very serious volume. Then we have the point of control. If we bring up the what's called the VPBR, right at exact solid point of control at the $11,800 level approximately. So yeah, that's going to be a very tough area to beat once we get in there. But the good news is, if we get to that point, there's an 80% chance that we're going to test the high levels of 12,300.
That sounds like a trade. So let's wait for it. Let's hope for Bitcoin actually going to that level. Thank you, Davinci. Today's TA was very insightful and very compact. I really liked it, and it provides us for with a very clear game plan. If A happens, we do A. If B happens, we do B. And I truly like that. And this is usually how traders should behave. They should be irrational, exuberant, and just bet on one direction here. So thank you so much for that, Davinci. And maybe now we are going into Ethereum. Many people are asking about Ethereum. We had, I remember we were starting to be bullish at the $240 level. We called for the 300 level. We called for the 394, 400 US dollar level. And then also the 450 US dollar level. But now the question is, Is this bull trend over for Ethereum, or are we going to see a reversal and also find our next price target way above $500? So please, Davinci, what do you think? What is going to happen here most likely?
Well, we're above the trend line, the main trend line, this main upward trend line, which is very positive still. The only and on top of that, another positive thing is that we're way oversold here. So it's going to be a little bit harder to push this thing down even further. We've got lots of support here at the $371 level, which I've mentioned several times in the past, that as this thing was rolling over, hey, you know what, we could probably come down here. And yeah, we did. So this is the make or breaker time, right? And interesting thing though is that it's not actually a Fibonacci level, which I was kind of surprised. If we zoom out to the daily, you'll see that that's not a Fibonacci level from the breakout leg, which I found very interesting. So from the W, you start from the base of the W, and then you do your fibs, and you can see, well, the 38.2 is a little bit lower than $10 lower, but it would have been nice if it lined up with that yellow line a bit, because then it would have gave it a lot of strength. I'm wondering if it's going to break it, just to look at at least the 38.2. So just even give it a look. See. Let's take a look. See.
Putting all of that together, Davinci, what do you think? Are we going to hold the $371 level, $370 level? Are we going to reverse? Are we going to break down? If you put it together, what would be your take on Ethereum, and what is your game plan also with your holdings?
Well, I'm going to hodl Ethereum, and I'm hodling Ethereum like it's a base currency. As for a trade, I prefer to go long here, only because the fact that Ethereum has bounced off these levels. Ethereum is still in has a bullish stance, and it's been oversold here. We can also see bullish divergence on the RSI, right? Clear bullish divergence here. We've got divergence here. Beautiful. As well, we have lots of bullish divergences here, right? So you've got all kinds of bullish divergences, and look, you can even do like a double bullish divergence right here.
Yes. It's crazy,
right? So yeah, there's lots of things to say. Okay, wait a second here. This is not, the price is not following the momentum of the market, right? You can see it even on the MACD, right? You've got lots and lots of divergences.
Well,
so that's why I would prefer to do it along at this level here. Now, there's no guarantees from management, right? But hey, I would have liked to see a volume divergence as well. That would have been really sweet. Maybe we are. You know what? Let's just take a look. No, there isn't. Well, this one is. Yes, look at that. From here, this is a volume divergence.
We have 3 times of divergences. RSI, MACD, volume. I mean, this looks crazy. I'm not saying that this is a certainty here, but wow, the odds significantly increased here for the bulls in the short term. But guys, please, if you run out there and you rush into a trade, please make sure you use proper stop losses and you are prepared for the case that this is not going to happen like we think it is. But so far it looks not bad. By the way, for everyone who wants to trade it and you are not signed up on a platform or whatever, or you want the highest bonus on YouTube, you can scroll down in our pinned comment. If you just go to the top of the pinned comment section, we have Bybit, Dudex, Femex, and you can get up to $522 for free by depositing Bitcoin Ethereum, and you can trade this also on these platforms. Please make sure that you're an experienced trader, because trading Bitcoin on leverage is already dangerous if you don't know what you are doing, and on Ethereum it is even more volatile. So please be sure that you are aware of that. But the highest bonus is in our pinned comment section, so you might as well just take advantage of that. So yes, sorry Davinci, let's go on. What is your price target in case Ethereum were to follow this bullish trajectory towards the upside?
Well, we could see that it would probably take us not very far if we did try to break out. So I'm wondering what we'll probably break out to. Yeah, so at least we'll be able to get to 2.2 to 1. We will get at least create a bigger create a new high,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Instead of breaking, we're getting lower highs, right? We'll break the lower high pattern that we're having, and hopefully turn this thing around into getting higher lows and going forward. Again, this is where you'd probably take this trade and see if it takes you to the promised land. I think this thing, if it does take you up here, I think you should take half off of profits because we're in a bull market, and leave the other half to be break even and see if we could take you even higher.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, I think just keep in mind that the possibility that this thing could break down and take your stops. But you know what? If that happens, it would be okay to move this whole trade all the way back down here and say, okay, you know what? I'm going to take that trade down there. But I would wait until price action actually occurs down there and then see what happens.
Sounds amazing. Two things. Can we go back into the face mode, Davinci? I have a very important question. I'm interested in your project, but I will come to that question after this. Everyone watching now, you know that in our Telegram group, it is the biggest community-based Telegram group in crypto and Bitcoin in the whole world. If you are not part of that, what are you waiting for? It is in the pinned comment. It is free for everyone, and here's my promise: this specific group will remain free forever. So please join that group, take part there. We are sharing our trading setups there, and also right now in this video, if you scroll to the comment section, you can leave your favorite altcoins down below, because we do want to do more altcoin TA in the future. If you leave your favorite altcoin there right now and you upvote each other's altcoin, you comment them, you make noise in the comment section, the likelihood increases that we are covering your favorite altcoin in the next video. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for liking the video. But Davinci, this is what I wanted to ask you, because you had a funny and interesting project. You introduced it already 2 times here, your own token. Obviously us not saying guys go out there and buy it or whatever, but it is an interesting thing, and everyone who wants to support you can drop a $10 or whatever. So can you give us a little bit of an introduction for that before we are wrapping it up for today, because I think my trainer is waiting outside already.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. Yeah, I have a token called DJ15. I'm going to be, I'm getting somebody to do an icon for that token, and I'm going to use that icon for my videos and so forth. And that token is basically going to be a social token for giving subscribers some extra benefits, basically, on my channel. And maybe I can't say because it's SEC and because Americans can buy this. I can't say for sure. Right, I can't. Even if I could just get rid of Americans, right? Then I could. I promise you that I'd pay you a dividend, but I can't do that. So I can't promise that I'm going to pay a dividend. I can't promise, right, that I'm going to be, helping those the buyers of that token a lot. So yeah. You'll just have to wait and see and watch and see, and then those who get in that token will benefit. So I would suggest you just buy one, see what happens, right?
Yes, if you want, and if you can afford to lose the whole $10, whatever, right? I will leave the link in the pinned comment down below in the description. Everyone can check it out. I think it's a very interesting experiment here. I will follow it certainly, and I'm here to support you with that, Davinci, and maybe the people are as well. Thank you for coming back to that video today. Thanks everyone for liking the video, for making noise here, leaving your thoughts in the comment section, and also your specific favorite altcoins. I think today's video was completely jam-packed, and now we are prepared for everything to come. So thank you so much for that, Davinci. And before I'm wrapping it up for today, I wanted to ask you, do you have any last words to share?
Always play from a position of strength and don't get wrecked.
Do not get wrecked, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, guys, we will see each other today or tomorrow at the next one of MMCrypto. Also, subscribe to Davinci's channel, obviously. Click the subscription box right here. And also, click the Bible tutorial, which is popping up right there. And as always, guys, as always, Bye-bye. Unfortunately, wearing a red dress today, but we will be talking about that later on. And yes?
Dress, you said dress.
Let me repeat that. Let me repeat. I put this in the outtakes in the end, okay? Okay, let me repeat that. Ooh, that was very funny. When I said dress, I was like, oh wait, that's not the right word. But I just continued. Okay.